So what I'm thinking, and honestly I've been thinking this for a while, it's not right to smoke. I mean, deep down we know it. On the surface we know it. Even in the fog we know it. I think we should stay clear of it, because the moment we go into that zone, we get bent a little. Not broken, not shattered, not destroyed, but bent like our spine of intention suddenly curves at a weird angle. And when that happens, we do things we normally would have taken a stand against. That's the part that keeps circling in my mind. Most importantly, the actions, the steps, the decisions taken under the influence of any substance, they're always questionable. Always. Like, there will always be that tiny shadow behind them, whispering, "Would you have done this sober? Would you have said this sober? Would you have reacted the same way if your mind wasn't floating somewhere between clarity and comfort?" And look, I admit it, sometimes we feel like we're in a better position under the substance. Sometimes we feel more creative, sometimes more in the zone. Sometimes we feel like the mind is actually cooperating for once instead of throwing random chaos everywhere. And in that moment, yeah, we feel smoother, looser, lighter. We become a little more forgiving, a little more flexible, a little more, it's okay, it's fine. Whatever happens, happens. But is that fine? That is my main question. Is it better to be a version of yourself that is not your core? Is it better to be this softened version that appears only when a chemical taps your shoulder and says, "Hey buddy, let me drive for a bit"? The answer could be different for everyone, and I won't pretend there's one final truth here, but you get what I'm talking about. You get what I'm caring about. Because it's serious right now. Like, actually serious. Even when I'm being serious, I slip into this laugh to dilute it. Because maybe the truth is a little heavier than I want to carry raw. So what tale are we writing? While we are writing our tale, our story, our life, our identity, are we telling it right? Because we are smoking minds. If we are, if you are, if I am, if we're doing this dance where our mind is partially ours and partially borrowed, so what is it? What are we doing? And I don't want to jump onto the health side. No, that's the most obvious lane. We're putting our own health on the line. Honestly, there's no other take. No matter what lens you look through, logical, emotional, spiritual, scientific, it's the same conclusion. The body takes the hit, the system takes the tax. So I'm not talking about lungs or science. I'm talking about the spiritual thing. What kind of passive dopamine are we sucking? What kind of slow poison are we entertaining? Because I know, trust me, I know I'm also a sucker for the main hit. Ha ha ha. I imagine the dragons I carry in my mind. Many of them. They sit there, curled, waiting. And when I feed them, they grow. When I starve them, they scream. So yeah, I do feel like Dracula sometimes. Like I'm looking for something that either died long ago or maybe was never there. Or maybe it was never meant for us. Like fighting against our own herb, our own pattern, our own hunger. We're digesting things that make us feel cool sometimes, but at a great cost. And eventually, the original core, the real core, that's what matters. Smoking minds. That phrase itself feels like a whole chapter. We smoke the mind more than we smoke anything else. We fog it. We haze it. We blur the edges of who we are. And yeah, maybe after all this rambling and thinking and spiraling and joking and being half serious, half comedian about it, he will get back on this topic in 3 weeks. Because that's what we do. We return to our patterns. We revisit our monsters. We rewalk the caves we said we would stop visiting. We fight the same dragon with the same stick. But maybe this time, just maybe, we speak it a little more clearly. Maybe this time, the thought sticks a little better. Maybe this time, we look at the mind that's smoking and say, wait, this is my story. This is my core. And maybe I don't want a fog machine running inside my head every night. Because the question is not, is it right? The question is not, is it healthy? We know that answer. The real question is this version of me the one I actually want to live with? And that question stays long after the smoke leaves the room. So here we are. Here I am. Here you are. Talking about smoking, minds, dragons, dopamine, Dracula feelings, creativity under influence, morals bending, actions shifting, the core identity shaking a little, and laughing through it because laughter feels lighter than truth. But the truth is still here, and I'm still here. And the tale we're writing intentionally or accidentally is still being shaped by every inhale, every exhale, every choice made under fog or clarity. So, yeah, smoking mind thing. We'll get back to it in 3 weeks. Maybe sooner. Maybe right now. Maybe every time the fog wants to return. But the core remains. And the core is calling. And maybe this time, we answer.